Go.
32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Payne with it, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Robinson off the mark, and the drought continues.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shoots the three, buries it from three-point range. Johnson's got 20. And so it's Brooklyn, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Achua, Miles McBride. Out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kept alive, McBride. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Brooklyn leading by 22. Here's Johnson. 20 points for him. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Bridges. After the basket by Brooklyn. Johnson inside, working on Payne, and Johnson with the stuff.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Rebound, Brooklyn. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Johnson against Bridges. Johnson attacking. Good. Johnson's got 26.
Timeout.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
New York calls timeout. Adams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Dylan Brooks comes in for Duncan Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. OG Anunoby comes in for Payne. The Knicks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Anunoby is screen on Paul. Into the lane. McBride's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Anunoby. Johnson, the pass to Anderson. Back to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. And he has 28 points for the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Towns. Back to McBride. 5 to shoot. Towns, a screen on Paul. Here's McBride. They can't stop the run with that one. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Johnson, an easy 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got 30.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods of the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Now, here's Anunoby. He has yet to score. Back to Towns. Bridges against Johnson. Offensive rebound.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run. Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
McBride passes to Towns. Back to McBride. Robinson a screen on Paul. Here's McBride. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. He was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Johnson's got 39.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And so it's Brooklyn with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for Brooklyn.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
Okay, and now let's check out the power rankings as we move through the middle of the season.
When I look at Brooklyn, they take a tumble in the rankings. I mean, dropping down 4th after a challenging week.
Still in the top 4, though, which is a fine spot for them to land. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Harrison Barnes is out there with Brooks. Then it's Chris Paul. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Johnson in at point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Good on the triple. Johnson's got 42 in the game.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Now Brunson hasn't made one yet. From 12 feet out, it's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The 19-foot shot and the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Brunson against Johnson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Bridges passes to Brunson. No good, unable to end this run.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Johnson against Towns. Basket good. 49 points for Johnson.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Brunson sets a screen for Towns. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Adams. Drives to the hoop, and Adams with the slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
The Knicks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
That one is off.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Paul. Still without a basket. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Robinson on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, When the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's New York with it, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Swiped away. Anderson with the ball. Bridges covering.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And here's Brunson. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Bridges outside. Outside, Towns. Anderson against Robinson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Johnson. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been two very different. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports as we present our player of the game.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson, at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Chris Paul.
And that decline in assist numbers over the last few years is what has made him more of a one-note player on offense. If he could integrate more passing back into his game, he'd be giving opposing defenses a much harder time.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Tiny in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Barnes. Johnson is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Steven Adams, and it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Now here's Johnson. And he gets the bucket.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The 15-footer. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's Paul with the ball for Brooklyn. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Now here's Johnson. In the game against New York, very impressive.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Curry against Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. The finish! Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. It's stolen by Johnson, and he goes in for the dunk.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Just over a minute and a half in. Johnson's gone 4 of 4 from the field. Perfect so far. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Here's Chamberlain. He had 25 points in his last game. The teardrop. Adams grabs the miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Johnson with a bucket.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Durant, he's checked in for Atlanta. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. Atlanta in 5th.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Yo, set it up.
Back to Curry. The kick to Durant. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
You know what's up.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Now here's Johnson. He's got 12. Driving in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
Come to me.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Chamberlain.
Durant.
The Hawks need to get one up here. Just 2 to shoot. And Atlanta misses again.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Man, I can't even tell. Pass and screen away. They ain't rotating.
Watch KD.
I got it.
Durant against Robinson. Robinson, a screen on Robinson. Durant draws the double. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Durant. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Robinson. Stolen by Anderson. And here they come. Here's Johnson. And it's good from the elbow. Johnson's got 16 points now. And so it's Brooklyn, liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Well, sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Robinson in at the center position, locking down the middle. Hawks trail by 17. Durant surveying the D. Pass to Robinson. There's the steal. Outside, Anderson. Now Johnson. 18 points for him. Shoots from the line, and he hits the jump shot. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Pass to Durant. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. 6 to shoot.
Hey, yo, right here.
Left side Robinson. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
As the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, let's bring up the leaderboard and see which players were the most efficient from the charity stripe last month. Parker against Paul. Parker passes to Duncan. Here's Robinson. Brooklyn pulls it in. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. The rebound by Duncan. Hawks trail by 21. Up top, Allen, covered by Johnson. Allen can't get it to go. And Brooks has got the ball here for Brooklyn. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Oh boy, throughout the game, they got after it defensively and forced a lot of turnovers too.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
It's Robinson, high post. Pass to Parker. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here we go. And there's the lob. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And simply one of the best to ever do it. Chris Paul always making the right play.
A minute 58 left in the first half. Parker finds Allen. Here's Duncan. 17 points for him. Last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. Oh, Adams with the block. He's got a clear path. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
Parker with it. No points yet. Allen outside. Down low. Here's Robinson. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Johnson. We've got 1:13 left to play in the half. And he makes it on the layup. Johnson's got 31 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's the break. Tries to keep it alive. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Here's Robinson. Brooklyn pulls it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
.29 seconds left in the first half of this one. Allen outside, out to the right wing. Tiny passes to Duncan. Allen outside. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn pulls it in. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And as we welcome you to halftime.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards. and doing nothing about it. Yeah, they get bodied up on the scoreboard as well, Shaq. It may not be their only issue, but it's a big problem.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. For the Wizards, they'll be up against the Knicks in New York. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Atlanta with the ball. That game will conclude the three-game road trip they're currently on. Harrison Barnes out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Johnson in at the 1. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And here's the fast break. He goes up. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Tiny. And here's Allen. Six on the shot clock. No good, off the front rim. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Johnson with a bucket.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Yeah, but Curry.
Curry passes to Allen. To the wing, right side. Here's Chamberlain. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Allen finds Curry. Three-pointer. And Atlanta misses again.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Johnson inside. Outside for Brooks. Back to Johnson. Adams, the pass to Paul. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And here's Curry. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Allen outside. Floats one. To the right side. Duncan, the pass to Chamberlain. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Friday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic.
Looking at this stretch, they should have little issues beating most of their opponents. They just need to keep the intensity up and avoid playing down to their competition.
Anderson's checked in for Barnes. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Allen. And that's good for 2. Johnson's got 42 in the game.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Duncan. Anderson covers. Pass to Tiny. Here's Allen. Outside Curry. Over Paul. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Brooklyn with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They're scoreless since the first half. With the drive, Anderson pulls it down.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Paul. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now Allen. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Johnson, and that's good. Off the glass that time. Johnson's got 48.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Tiny. And miss after miss right now. For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor. Now here's Johnson. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And so it's Brooklyn, making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. And time now to present our player of the game.
out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the side... And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Chris Paul.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, Brooks is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Johnson. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Paul in at the 2 spot. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Johnson for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
First points of the night, and you know. This is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Hey, yo, right here, baby. Ball, ball, ball.
Clock at 6. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Johnson's got 5 now.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Johnson against Mitchell. Williams trying to break free, and nothing is falling for him right now. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Caruso. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. Over Brooks. Caruso, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Johnson against Caruso. Fires for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Dort. Launches from deep. from beyond the arc and then some.
Gotta be a playmaker, man. Oh, for sure.
Here's Johnson. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
You got it.
Right here.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. The three from Barnes drains it from beyond the arc.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Mitchell. Brooklyn with the rebound. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Holmgren with it. No scoring in this one. Now, Caruso. Johnson with the block.
Scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
To the inside, looking to end the run. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Johnson up top, defended by Dort. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And stolen by Barnes. And so it's Brooklyn, taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Anderson. Johnson is out there with Paul. Then it's Robinson. And it's Jovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And great camera work. Showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Wiggins outside. On the wing, Bridges. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Misses from close range.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Johnson. Elbow shot is on the way, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game